I know Josh probably has like a story or two about when they tracked the vocals, because this was a couple. There's like two different guys in the band who do like the screaming type vocals, but back then I didn't do that in this band. So our other guitarist, vocalist Sean, he did those, and then Josh obviously is the lead singer. So Josh, you want to tell one of those stories?
Oh yeah, no, I don't want to tell.
Yeah, you do.
So the way that Ed did it, which in hindsight is not my favorite way of doing things, is recording everything and then all the vocals at the end. So you get all the guitar and all the bass and all the drums done, and then the last 2 days were going to be dedicated to vocals. Well, the probability that something could go wrong, like if you blow your voice out or something, is pretty high with that. But we just didn't have the time if that would happen. So we tracked all the music. It was sounding really good. We were really happy with it. And then it was, okay, let's go in and do vocals. And I was sucking. Like, I was not able to deliver. And so I think we did take after take after take, and it was just off. Like, it just didn't sound good. There was no power behind the vocal. There was no like feeling behind it. It just was kind of flat. It was really pitchy. And I think after, it probably was like 3 or 4 hours of do it again, he would just hit the button and be like, do it again, do it again.
Wow.
Do it again. One more time. And then he changed it to one more time. Like, that would be like motivating to me. Like, I would hear that and go, yeah, only one more time. This is awesome. I can do that. And that didn't work. And so finally it was getting later in the day, and I don't remember exactly what he said, but he called me into the booth, and I had already kicked out all the guys from the studio because I was already really frustrated and self-conscious, and I was nervous and freaking out, and I didn't want them to hear how bad I was sounding. So I go into the control room, and Ed's just like, if you can't get these done tomorrow, we're done. Like, you have tomorrow to do the vocals. So whatever you need to do tonight to figure it out, and whatever you need to do to mentally prepare yourself, do that, and come back tomorrow, and you have to get these done or we don't finish the record. And I'm like, well, that doesn't make me feel very good, because now I think Militia had budgeted 10 grand to go to Ed Rose. That's the number that I'm recalling. But I'm thinking in my head, I'm like, oh my gosh, like, I just wasted all their money. We're not going to have a record. The band's going to kick me out because I can't sing. And so I have to go back to where we were staying and sit with that all night. And I don't think I slept very well. And then I came in the next day and we nailed all the vocals. So it was like an act of God. Like,
in terms of a motivating factor, does that kind of like pressure put you in a place where you go, all right, I need to really think about this and kind of practice? Or like, where, like, mentally, where does that put you?
At the time, I was just scared shitless, I think. Like, I was just really scared. I was bummed about the possibility of letting everybody down. But I think in a way at that time, it was motivating to say, okay, I just need to go in and do it. I need to harness whatever I can to get this done. And I doubled all the vocals. So I would get a track that he liked and then have to go and do it again. So all of my vocals on that record, all 10 tracks, all of the vocals are doubled.
That's unreal.
And so, yeah, and it was funny because we finished probably at like 5 or so, and we had tickets to go to the Coalesce reunion show that night in Lawrence. So we finished, and it was like, okay, well, I'll mix it later. And he had started mixing while I was trying to figure out how to sing. And but yeah, we finished at probably 5 o'clock, and we went and got dinner in Lawrence, and we were done. And I was like, what? I have no idea. I don't really know how that happened, but it did.
Clutch, Mariano Rivera. Closing in the night.
Important question. Did you make the Coalesce reunion show?
Absolutely. Absolutely, we did.
I'm guessing you didn't sing along at the show.
No, I think I drank pretty heavily at that show.